It's the TV we've all been waiting for. Hey guys, how's it going? Justin here from Walts, and today we have a super exciting video. We're actually looking at Samsung's brand new QD-OLED. Now, I'm going to do my best to sum up all the best features and waste as little of your time as possible because there's so much to unpack here, and it's an awesome TV, and we don't want you to get too confused over all the new technology. Now, this is actually the first time that Samsung's going to be entering the OLED TV market, and man, do they have a lot to offer. Now, if you're not familiar with OLED technology and what makes it so much better than all the other TVs out there, basically the difference is with normal TVs, the screen lights are on the edge or on the back of the panel, and they light up in zones, so you can only tune the TV so much before you kind of start to lose a little bit of contrast, color, and all that fun stuff. OLED is a completely different technology. Every single pixel on the TV can change colors and turn itself completely off, so you get that perfect black and amazing contrast levels. And when I say every pixel, yes, 4K, I'm talking about 8.3 million individual little LEDs, and it's insane, and that's why it costs so much, is because they're not cheap to make. Now, this is not a OLED, it's a QD-OLED, so if that confuses you, basically the new technology, the difference between Samsung and the competitors is with Samsung, they're using different pixels. So your standard OLED is going to have a red, green, blue, white switch, and it's a little bit different on the QD-OLED because it actually uses the blue pixels and filters the red and green, which allow for the other colors and just a more bright and accurate color. That's what pretty much allows it to be so bright and be brighter than all other OLEDs. Now, I'm not here to tell you that this is the best and that everything else sucks, because I really think it's personal preference. So I really recommend going to your local TV audio store and seeing both of them side by side and really comparing what looks the best to you, because at the end of the day, that's all that matters. Now, it's going to come with a brand new processor. It's the Neural Quantum processor. It just gets bigger and better, and they throw a fancy word on it, but it makes sense because you're going to need that for the new technologies. It actually has 20 AI powered neural networks, so the AI upscaling is going to be a lot better on this TV than some of the other QLED models. HDR10 Plus, I know you're waiting for it. It does have it, so you're going to stay updated with all your HDR content. Now, OLEDs have been out for quite a few years now, and as you know, they allow for an extremely thin screen, and as you can see here, the screen is super thin. Now, because it is an OLED screen and there's no backlighting, we can expect it to be razor thin, actually thinner than your smartphone. Now, it does have Dolby Atmos actually built into the TV, but if you're doing audio, you want to have a full surround system or at least a soundbar. And for a TV with this high quality of picture, I'd probably not go less than a Q700 or Q800 soundbar. If that's out of your price range, then maybe look at the HW-A650. We did do a video on that if you want to check it out. It's a very, very popular soundbar, but like I said, if you have the budget for it, I'd go with something like a Q700 or a Q800 at least. Now let's talk gaming. There's actually quite a bit more to unpack here than you would imagine, because there's some new features that we've never seen before. Start off with the 4K 120 Hz refresh rate, so it's ready for all your next-gen consoles, which honestly is expected from a high-end TV like this. But one of the cooler features, brand new, is the Samsung Game Hub. And what the Game Hub allows for is cloud gaming, so you don't actually have to plug your Xbox in to the TV. What would this be useful for? Well, let's say you have your setup in your bedroom and you're gaming, and then you're like, you know what, I'm tired of laying down, I want to go sit down on my couch. And if this is the TV that you have in that living room, you can just cast it through the cloud and take your controller and go play in the other room. This is a super cool feature because most of the time when you want to switch TVs, you got to unplug the Xbox, you got to unplug the HDMI, you got to find some way to get the HDMI plugged into the other TV, especially if it's mounted, it can be a pain in the butt. So having this feature is brand new and really cool. PC gamers already know about this. It's the Game Pass, Game View. You just have to experience it to really know how cool it is. If you guys are enjoying the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It really does help me out. Now, the S95B does have a couple different picture modes that you can select between. I definitely dive into some of these picture settings to really tune in what you watch. So if you're going to be watching a lot of movies, maybe filmmaker mode will be a good mode for you. You know, if you're switching a lot between inputs, dynamic's probably the best because it's going to kind of adjust the screen for what input or what you're doing on it. Something that not a lot of people take the time to do, and I definitely recommend it on a TV like this. Now the S95B actually has an eye comfort mode, and what this does is it syncs up with your sunset, sunrise, and it reduces and changes the blue light levels so that you're not burning your eyes in. Speaking of burning your eyes in or burn-in, the big question that everybody's probably asking is, yes, this TV still does have the capability of burning in, but it's a little bit less likely because of the way it's designed. Pixels aren't working as hard, so you know, you're probably not going to burn this in unless you're leaving it on a news channel all day, every day without turning it off. It's really hard to burn in these OLEDs, but it's not impossible, so make sure that you're constantly turning your TV off. Another impressive thing with this guy is it's going to have 4 HDMI 2.1 ports, 2 USB ports, and yes, one of them is HDMI ARC for your soundbar. This TV is going to be running on Samsung's Tizen operating system, which I'm personally a big fan of because it's pretty snappy, and I just like the way it's laid out. Now, we're always constantly running deals, so if you're interested in this product, please check it out on our website. And if you decide to pick one up from us, let me know. I always love to know when I can help somebody out with their purchase. This is an amazing TV, and I can't wait to see where it goes in the next couple of years. Now, real quick before we go, I don't want to forget about these two things. First off, it does come with the solar QLED remote. Now, this thing will charge pretty much from all the light in your room, and if it won't charge, you have USB Type-C, but I mean, put this thing under the sun for 10 minutes and it's going to last you months. Super cool new remote from Samsung. This was actually last year's new upgrade, so if you've seen any of my other videos, you probably expected it to have it. And lastly, I'd probably recommend buying this with a warranty, and the reason is because it is first gen technology. It's the safe thing to do if you're really about getting the brand new, the most top of the line product and technology possible. I definitely back it with a warranty because it hasn't been fully tested, and in case something goes wrong, you don't want to be out $2,000 or $3,000. So if you're budgeting out for this TV, definitely think about a warranty as well. Now let me know down below in the comments section what you think about Samsung's new QD-OLED. Have you gotten the chance to see it in person, and if so, what are your thoughts? That being said, thank you guys for watching the video, and we'll catch you in the next one. That's going to be all for this one, and if you guys haven't already, check out some of our other cool videos on products like these. If you guys are interested in getting the best deal on this product, email YouTube@Walts. And if you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos or deals.